iHeartRadio app now has presets. Set one to WOR to hear Larry live and another to hear his podcast anytime. Now back to Minty in the Morning on WOR.
All right, so we're back. Is he ready? Okay. Standing by live is the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning, Larry Menti. Good morning. I'll have you know I'm slapping huge tariffs on that station up the dial. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So how's everyone doing in New York?
We are all doing great, sir.
Now, of course you're doing great because of all the things I've done to make so many people's lives better. You know who's not doing great? Ireland. Ireland. You know, since the arrival of Rosie O'Donnell, they're experiencing another potato shortage. She eats a lot of carbs. Lots of carbs. I should have warned them, you know? And honestly, if getting Rosie O'Donnell to leave the country doesn't put me onto Mount Rushmore, nothing will.
I agree with you, sir.
Maybe we send AOC there, too.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with us on WOR, sir.
Oh, the pleasure is all yours, Larry. But by the way, did you hear Amazon Prime Video is going to start streaming The Apprentice?
We did hear that. You must be pleased with that.
Oh, yes, it's so great. Though back then, I only fired one person per week. Those are rookie numbers now. Rookie numbers.
Yeah, look at you now.
Elon is doing such a tremendous job.
We have some questions to get to, sir. Do you mind if I start?
Of course you do. Of course you do. But can I say really fast that I love the lawmaker in Minnesota who wants to officially designate TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome, as a mental illness? Did you hear this?
Yep.
It's beautiful. And to add insult to injury for the radical left, I will make sure it's not covered under Obamacare. How about that?
All right, let's begin with the questions, Mr. President. You spoke to Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday about ending the war in Ukraine, or at least accepting a ceasefire to start. How did that conversation go, sir?
Oh, it was a beautiful call, Larry. Perfect call. We talked about how I should get the Nobel Peace Prize for bringing the world together. It was the focal point of our talk, actually. And anytime he put me on hold, he was courteous enough to have YMCA as the on-hold music. How did they do that at the Kremlin? Now, that's respect he never showed Sleepy Joe, believe me.
So your call with Putin, you're saying, was productive?
Very productive. He laid out some demands for a ceasefire, and I'm working on them. You want to hear them?
Sure.
Demands for a ceasefire. First, Vladdy wants to join the White House March Madness pool. He's got a way better payout, so I'm not surprised. Secondly, he wants a Rocky spinoff for Ivan Drago, who will return as a champion. That's a pretty good ask right there, if you ask me.
Yep, yes.
Third, he wants a meet and greet with Taylor Swift. He said anyone else would be an insult to the people of Russia. He drives a hard bargain here.
Is there more next?
Now, fourth, he has an eye on a couple of Hunter Biden's paintings. That one will be easy. We'll just confiscate him. And fifth, he wants to officially have a date night called Netflix and Chill. How do you like that?
I love that. Moving on, sir, you have said that certain January 6 committee pardons President Biden signed are now void. You claim they're void because he used an auto pen signature, not his own. Do you know that for sure?
Yes, because during his last year in office, Biden was about as sharp as a wet leather. He really was. Auto pen was out. Bing, bang, boom. He was signing everything they slid in front of him with the auto pen.
Okay, you've also announced that you're ending Secret Service protection for President Biden's adult children, Hunter and Ashley. Is that right?
That's correct. And I also revoked their access to the McDonald's secret menu. No more goodies. No more bennies. But in all fairness, Hunter is probably affected the most.
So why is that?
Because he needs protection when he visits crack dens, allegedly.
Well, sir, I know you got to go. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for calling into the show again, Mr. President.
Happy to do it, Larry. I got to run. I just heard another Obama-appointed judge turned on me again, this time ordering the price of eggs to go back up. Can you believe that? Not nice.
Yeah, handle that, sir. Thank you so much again for your time.
Would you like to hear some wisdom from Elon? Elon's here. He's such a brilliant person. He's a smart guy.
Oh, please. What an honor. Yes, sir.
Okay, Elon, tell him something. Everything he says is brilliant.
Yes, sure. When the computer asks if you're a robot, it's just looking for a friend. Yeah.
There you go. The brilliant Elon.
Is Elon always with you?
Always with him. Always with him. Can I press the Diet Coke button?
No, you can't do that. Not unless I say so.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. And
all right,
too.
we'll talk to you later, Larry. Stay huge.
I will. Thank you, sir.
Wow, Elon.
That was great. We got Elon Musk. That's an exclusive. Now let's get the latest at 9:30 with Jacqueline Carl.